And this is London.
And I am London. Thanks for joining us today.
And we're going to do a plan with us. London and I, we tend to do creative planning every week, really. We haven't been doing too much planning because we've been home, but we'd like to share with you some of the different journals and planners we use and the materials we use so that we can hopefully inspire you to try it out at home.
Absolutely.
So, you want to show your happy planner, London?
Sure. So this is my go-to. I use Happy Planner on a regular basis. Let me just flip through a few spreads here. So I like to decorate, but I need a lot of space too. So it's sometimes by the end of the week, this is how it looks.
Oh, I like that layout.
Thank you. And I try to use like the scrapbooking paper and the stickers sometimes.
Okay.
And also ordering some of the stuff off the Etsy too, like the stickers like this.
Okay. All right. I have a couple of different planners. The first one is called a traveler's notebook. So with the traveler's notebook, it still has the same idea that London has with the spreads, but you can decorate the pockets. So I added this pocket. You can do dashboards, which is what these are. And you can add your creative decorations to the dashboards. And then it's kind of hard to turn the pages, but you will see an example of a calendar. So like London had in her Happy Planner, you can decorate with washi tape. And then on the next page is your actual weekly spread where you can do the decorative stickers. You can, do your to-do lists, whatever you have going on for that day. And then you can buy certain kits that go along with the planner. And let's see, I don't really have any other, I have some blank pages. So you can take notes in this section, but it has different booklets and there's another dashboard area.
Ooh,
so you can like different themes with it. I have another one here, which is the same thing. It's just a little bigger. This one, you can actually add charms to it. So there's a charm here, a charm at the bottom.
And do you use certain books for certain things, or how do you do that?
Yes, thanks for asking that. So the first book in the Traveler's Notebook is usually the calendar. And then if you go further, you can have a book for your weekly spreads, which looks like that. And then you can have another book for, let's see what I have in here, notes. There's like a note section.
Okay.
And you can have, there's different books you can purchase, meal planning. And then if you do art, this is a swatch page where you can swatch for different colors. But these are very customizable because you can have different booklets and then you have the different pockets to add things to it. So I have several pockets here. You can have these specially made, or you can purchase ones that are already made for you. Okay. So that's why I like these. And
how many typically come in the book to start with? I know you've added.
Usually it's about 4 booklets, but some people can get up to about 6 or 8 booklets in here because they can sandwich them together.
Okay.
So what I mean by sandwiching them together is with these elastics on the inside, you can put 2 together to make 2 sections in the booklet. And then there's fancy dashboards for this one too. You can just get real creative.
I love it.
So those are some of the ones that I've used. And then what about journaling, London? Do you do any journaling?
I do. So right now I'm journaling in like a regular notebook almost that I got from Target. Okay. And these are what the pages look like. at the front. What I'm enjoying is just kind of decorate. So I started a 2020 goals kind of page, but I've been decorating each of the pages. So I'll go back and kind of journal through there, and then like this is when I know I need to start decorating again. So
awesome. I do the same. This is my art journal. I had this specially made, so they hand painted it, and it's leather too. It's in the traveler's notebook style, but then I add a blank journal and I put stickers on it, and then I do some drawing. So I drew that and added that in, and then my godson said something very sweet to me, so I added that in and put the stickers in. I watercolor in there. Some pages I haven't filled out yet. That's just watercolor. It makes a marbled effect. You are painting. Someone asked, what kind of planner do we use? Lunden uses.
I asked that to them.
Okay. Oh, okay. You asked that to them. So I get really creative. And then, in the pages I write, how my day was. Like you have your goals. I might include my goals. I might write about something I read. So I read a book one day and I got this definition. So I wanted to make sure I documented that. So just different things you can do with your art journal.
So your art journal, I'm going to assume that you use, what do you use? You use that one pen I know you gave me. I don't know where it is, but you use regular like ink like this, like a stamper, or do you use that pen and mix it with water? How do you get that watercolor effect?
Okay, so there's several tricks. I'm going to show one a little bit later when we start working on our spreads, but I purchased watercolors from Amazon. So this is a Schminke palette. Now these are very expensive because they are artist grade, but I have a trick for that if you're not ready to buy. But you get all these great colors, and you can mix the colors down here, or you can take, if you're very new to this, you can take some Crayola markers, and you can color them on a piece of plastic. So a piece of plastic like this. And then what you can do is just add your paintbrush. So you color it to a piece of plastic and it looks like that. And you can add your paintbrush to it with the water like this. And then you can paint with it. It becomes watercolor. Isn't that neat?
Yep, I'm going to start that way.
You do not have to purchase a fancy set of watercolors if you're not ready yet. Just use your Crayolas or any markers. These are very cheap. And I'm going to show you today how to paint with your markers and turn them into watercolor.
Nice. What other? I guess my other one is my house one, but I don't know what I just did with it.
Okay.
Hold on.
While you're looking for that, I have some more art journal things. I love art journaling, and maybe I'll do a program on it, but you can use stamps. So I used the stamp here, and then I watercolored her hair, and then I added stickers for her barrettes. So
you keep saying that you're not creative and you're not like an artist, but you are, because I need everything already done for me. I'm not creating images, the stickers already. Oh yes, I love that.
So I used washi tape to make her hair and cut it into pieces.
That's the Ellie collection. That's it.
Oh yeah, you have the papers. Those are beautiful. Yeah, so you can use all your planners.
This is scrapbooking paper that I use in my planner because I'm not that creative to like make the images like Shannon.
Another thing you can do is magazines. If you have magazines in your home, you can cut the magazine. So I cut her dress, and then this was another photo beside her dress, and then I stamped her face and then did her hair. So you can do
Oh,
all
stamp her face.
Yes. So I have a stamp set of faces. If you
Oh,
don't faces, you can do that. And Tracy says
you turned me on to stamps. You got me my first planner stamps. It was, let's see if I can find it. This one. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yes. 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 So you can use those stamps and create an art journal, or you can spruce up your planner. It's totally up to you. And Lunden showed you those fancy papers she has. This is actually a cutout from some paper, and I made another eye, and then I just worked on here. So you can get really fancy. So yeah. So what are we gonna work on today, Miss Lunden?
Oh, let me also show my. Well, I haven't worked in this one, but you can use, these are Happy Planner notebooks, and they just come with either lime paper or bullet paper.
Oh yeah.
I kind of use this just for random projects, like, don't judge me, but I did one in 2018 for the books that I've read, and of course I've read all of these books and never went and put it back in. So yeah.
Okay.
Don't be like me. Sometimes I get the sheets because it's fun to create it, and then I forget to use it.
And with Happy Planner, you can really make it and customize it the way you want. They have different books, and like Lunden said, you can rip out those papers and add them to other books. We have a viewer, Tracy, here, who says she uses the Happy Planner. So that's awesome.
Okay, we have a question. Favorite places to get stickers? Ha! Joann's and Michael's beginning. We start there. If we're feeling, well, I don't know. I'll speak for myself. If I'm feeling fancy, I'll do Hobby Lobby. This Hobby Lobby has this brand that cannot be found in Michael's and Joann's. And then you could also do, goodness gracious, guys. Okay, like you could do Etsy, where I get some of like the ones like this. Like,
oh, fancy.
If I'm down to like treat myself, you know, ones like that. Target, don't sleep on Target. Let me see. Which ones? Target has like the ones like this.
Oh, I like
those.
those.
You can get in that first, what is that section when you first walk in?
Dollar section.
Yeah. So if you're first starting, I would, recommend Target. They have like Post-its and stuff like this too at Target.
Okay.
Dollar Store.
Awesome. Yes, the dollar store and Walmart has a new planner section. I've seen.
Oh no. I didn't hear that. I don't like to hear anything about stuff.
I'm gonna grab one of my kits to show.
Oh yeah. You Simply Gilded has a kit.
Yes. So I have a kit here. Now, this is from a place called the Planner Society. So they give you these neat papers to be able to use. They give you some washi to use. Sometimes in the kit, you get pockets. So I'll often put pockets.
I have the perfect sticker book for that.
Yeah. So when you are looking at my traveler's notebook, you'll see here that I have a pocket. That's what these are.
Nice. I like those. I need to venture out of Happy Planner, but I have so much Happy Planner stuff that it's like, okay, we have a question. How many different calendars do you each have? A single purpose calendar, perhaps? How about just the day by day to do calendar project planner? So yeah, I kind of use my Happy Notes for my house to-dos. Like I have, like my bills, when things are due and things like that. special projects. That would be in here. So I made like when all my bills are due, when the due dates are, stuff like that. So I kind of use that for like my house day-to-day projects, things I need to focus on. But I really do use my Happy Planner for work. I don't really plan for my personal life because I'm such a planner in my work life. That makes sense. But I do use a journal. So I guess that's 3 at the same time. In addition to like the calendar that's on my desk that I also use. I don't know why we have to have so many, but yeah, 3 or 4-ish.
That's a lot. I'm embarrassed to say how many I have. I probably have about 10 in total, but I don't use all of them at the same time. I usually, my mood. If I want to be more creative and decorate, dashboards and really just go all out, I'll use a traveler's notebook. If I want to be more creative and draw, which is what I'm going to show you today, I'll use what's called a bullet journal. And you can actually draw your layouts. So here, I just use newspaper, and I made layouts.
So nice. See, I'm not creative. Somebody has to give me the idea.
And the one I'm going to do today, I actually, came up with a whole theme for May.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm going to color it. I did the plants at the bottom. So, it's really what my mood is at the time. Yeah, if I'm feeling more creative, it's more bullet journaling. If I'm feeling, more just plain, it's the regular calendar.
And while we keep using this creative word, let's plug Creative Bug. So we have a resource available through our website that has different classes, different videos that you can watch, specifically geared towards like arts and crafts and hobbies and such. So go check that out. Thank you, Nestor, for the link. So yeah, I think they have some bullet journal. I saw a Happy Planner one. I think a bullet journaling and maybe like creative lettering. So that's another thing. Like Shannon is good at the calligraphy. I was just showing her all the pens and such that I use or have that don't use. So that's another piece. Like you could be creative even in your lettering. So I could like use this in the Happy Planner still.
That is very true.
All right, so I guess we should get started on a spread.
Yes.
I'm just gonna work on this is how we're gonna start. And this says June. Oh my goodness, am I gonna start? Guys, I've been at home for 2 months like the rest of the world. So I think I've planned like almost through June. So hold on, let me go back.
Wow, Wanda.
No. Okay, no. June, the week of June 8th. That's still clear for some reason. So do that.
And I'm gonna work on my bullet journal. So I have different spreads. So we're gonna
start off
with the okay. So London on her spread. I'm gonna start with my bullet journal. I have a page where I picked a word for the year, which is self-care. And as I come up with different self-care ideas, I'll draw those. I'm gonna color those in for you today. And then on the next page, just is like a yearly overview. So I'm gonna decorate those pages for you. And then I have a cover page for May. And then because it is Asian Pacific Heritage Month, I came up with a quote, or I found a quote, a Chinese proverb to add to my journal for May. And then also because it's Mental Health Awareness Month, there's a mood tracker. So depending on your mood, you can track maybe you're happy or you're sad or angry or tired, whatever you want to track with your mood, you can color it in with a different color. And so by the end of the month, you can see how you did. So those are my different spreads that I'm going to work on.
And I like that idea, but I'm just going to, for the people like me who like that idea too. But okay, so they have stickers for mood tracking too, like days, things like that.
Cool.
You can, let's see. I used to have like a hydrate tracker sticker that, here it is. So I could put this on my week. I probably will just to show you guys. And then like every day color it in. that I had my
What do you drink?
or whatever I fool myself to say.
Yes. Awesome. So we're gonna get started, Linda?
Yeah. Yep. I don't know what direction I want to go in. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay, I'm going to try to turn my computer so that they can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I will do that too once I get my stuff together here.
And we'll try to answer the chats as we go. Excuse my desk. A little bit of work. I know a lot of people are interested in the watercolor. So like I said, I'm going to use my super tips, Crayola super tips. But if you have other markers at home, feel free to use those. I'm going to use a clear piece of plastic. You know, if you have a sandwich bag, you could use that. Or if you are a stamper, you can use a stamp block as your palette. So let's see. The first picture here is the coffee. So I'm going to color my coffee mug. I'm going to use purple. So again, I'm just going to color my piece of plastic. You see I have some green on there already. And we're just basically turning our markers into watercolors. You cannot use any type of permanent marker. You can't use a permanent marker to do this, but you can use any water-based marker. So you see how it's turning into watercolor here? So that's what we're going to use to paint our coffee mug.
Okay, I can't find
very inexpensive way.
Okay.
Watercolor.
Seriously, I'm really having an issue choosing what stickers because in my mind, like I'm wasting the stickers because I'm not at work, which is so strange. It's such a strange idea, but I just can't wrap my brain around it.
You're not wasting it, London.
I know.
So I'm just going to use the green here that I'd already scribbled out to color my tea mug. Green. I may actually need some more. But it's kind of cool that you can use your markers as watercolor. If you have kids, if you have kids at home and you want to watercolor with them, this is a very inexpensive way to do it. I think Super Tips cost like the 100 pack. I think it's cost around like $10 or $15. If you go to Michael's, you can use a coupon or Joann's. Amazon is also a good resource.
FYI, I am not just laying this down anyway. I like to use this so that I can plan my theme and everything. So I have a lot of sticker books, probably like 50. So I like to flip through a couple, choose my stickers, put it on here, and then kind of plan my spread. So I want to make this quick. But I think time here. That is what I'm doing.
And this can be very relaxing, you know, on like a Saturday or Sunday.
I love it.
Planning your week.
Sundays were my planner time. My planner days. Sunday nights. When do you usually plan?
Usually on Sundays, because, you know, that's like the start of the week. The Saturdays and Fridays, usually I'm doing stuff around the house, but Sundays is an awesome day. Sometimes you can get with your friends that like planning. So sometimes I get with some friends and we can plan.
All my friends think I'm weird. They're like, why do you care about the stickers? But they get it for me, birthday or whatever. They'll get me some stickers. I know you like this.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun. All right.
So again, you take your plastic, you just color on your plastic to make your watercolor. And use your paintbrush, your water. And this is what I did for a while before I got the fancy watercolors. I couldn't afford the fancy ones, so I just used my markers.
Listen, yeah. Let me not lose that sticker, that hydrate sticker, because it kind of matches this. I was putting this in my planner all the time, and then I realized I was just putting it in my planner and not actually drinking the water.
Yeah, water can be hard to
drink. Listen. Oh yeah, I forgot I was rocking my STEM Fest t-shirt today.
Oh yeah, STEM. I know.
What is our STEM? Thursdays? No, I think it's Wednesdays.
Yes, coloring is therapeutic, Daniel. Daniel Hampton is watching us. It can be very therapeutic.
It is. Oh, don't. Yeah, that's a whole nother addiction.
Yeah, we did coloring last hour in London, and some of our viewers really enjoyed it.
Yay.
You can get as creative as you like.
Okay, so part of my issue now, the new Happy Planner, well, not even new, like as Happy Planner has grown, they start to decorate more of each page, which I don't like, because then I have to find a way to cover this up to match what I have going on here. Like that just matches. So it will probably be washi tape. What's your washi tape stock looking like? Because I have a problem over here.
Yes, I have an entire drawer of washi tape. I even got some. This is washi tape. If someone wondering, look at London's bin cabinet. She has a washi tape cabinet.
Okay.
They come in various different styles.
Yeah, I like those thick ones because I can cover more space.
Yep. So if you were doing a spread and you wanted to, let's say, do your menu planning, you could use this washi, which has like all different types of food on it, like breakfast, sandwiches, and you could decorate your page for someone. So you could do like a meal planning one with your washi. London was talking about the books that she reads. So she could actually take this washi and decorate the page with the books to make it pop more. And she's going to show you when she does her spread how she lays down her washi.
Yes, I shall. All right. So
and I'm still going to work on my watercolor.
Hopefully this book has some purple or something.
Now, if you want to learn how to do the bullet journaling, which is what I'm working in right now, I am going to have a program soon. I don't know the date yet, but of actually going through the process of drawing things out, coming up with your theme, and figuring out how you want your layouts to look. It's a process. There is certain things that you have to keep in mind when you're
Get started.
making your spreads. So that's coming. Feel free to ask us any questions that you may have.
Yeah, where am I? Okay.
So this is basically my word of the year, self-care. And I have drawn a couple of things that I'm going to do for self-care for the year, but I'm going to add to it as I go throughout the year. So now I'm going to go to the next page. And these are my monthly, just a yearly overview. So I have already written out the months. I'm going to take my stickers. I have some monthly stickers that I'm going to use to cover the months. But some people use stamps. See if I can find my stickers all over here. You can buy stickers like this at the craft store that has the months, has numbers, it has the days of the week. So if you feel like your handwriting isn't up to par, you can do that. Someone asked, what is the theme of your page, Lunden?
Well, this is the color scheme that I'm going for here. So it's like coral pink, mint green, purple-ish going on. I used the a couple of different books, but mainly this Choose Happy book. We're gonna find it. This one.
Oh, okay.
And I also use like some other books that have like colorful boxes in them and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you can really customize each month the way you want it.
Okay, so yeah, I don't really, it's not the best cover up, but I will continue to use the stickers to cover it up. I'll show you guys. And I don't know, I like this washi too, so I'll do something with this. I'll really cover up this blue up here because match anything that I have going on. Oops, 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 oops.
So I try to do a yearly overview because, you know, when you're doing the bullet journal, you have to draw everything out yourself. But I'm really trying to make it look similar to the Happy Planner. So I know some of you at home may not have access to the Happy Planner, but you can always draw it out yourself. So you can, it takes some time to draw each month, but as you can see here, the months are drawn out. Now I've added the stickers at the top, or you can write it out. And then you have a yearly overview. And the nice thing about this is you can start it at any month. It doesn't have to start in January. You can start in any month. So I started mine in May. And then if you have things that happen for the month, over here I've left space for you to write in what's going on for the month. So maybe you want to track birthdays or special events, maybe holidays, maybe vacation. You just circle the date, and then to the right of it, you would write out what the event is. And Siobhan Thomas from Facebook says, how did you get started doing this overall? You want to answer, London?
Do I remember? I think I saw like YouTube. I think I saw somebody on Facebook. It's been a while, maybe like 4 years now, but I can't even really remember. It's been a while. But I do like to watch, there's people who I follow in the planner, we call it the planner community, who have like Instagrams and who do plan with me's on YouTube and such that I follow so that I know when new stickers are coming out. And, you know, I can have some new spread ideas.
Okay. I did the same thing. I started watching YouTube videos. You can literally type in plan with me in YouTube and search, and you will see different videos of people doing the planners. The one that I'm working on is called bullet journaling. So you just type in bullet journal, and then you can see people creating their bullet journal spreads. Let's see, Facebook. I saw a lot of people on Facebook doing planners. So basically, you know, just looking up different people that do this type of stuff. There's also conferences.
Oh yeah, the
one this year was supposed to be this month. The one this year was supposed to happen this month, but it got canceled. It's called Go Wild, and I think it was going to be in California, Anaheim, California. They might have pushed it back. So the creators of some of the materials that we're using, so the Happy Planner that Lunden is using, the creator of that will be at that event. They give out goodie bags. There's literally hundreds of people that go. They spend a weekend there doing their planner stuff. They have a pajama party where they dress in their pajamas and work in their planners. So it's just an interesting community. They have different speakers at the event. And then that's not the only planner conference. There's several different ones that happen. If you just Google planner conference, you could probably find different ones. There's also some that happen in this area, but I can't remember some of the names of those. But it is definitely a very active community.
So active that you got to call the store to make sure the sticker book you are looking for is there.
Yeah.
I believe it when I first started that I had to call the store, ask them to put it on hold because there was a whole lot of other people as into it as I started to become.
Right. Yeah, it's amazing how many people are into it. And then there's some people that use Erin Condren planner books, which are similar to the Happy Planner.
Mm-hmm.
So those are also very popular too. If you have questions, just feel free to ask them at any time, and we'll try to answer. Right now, I'm doing my yearly goals. So I did it in doodle form. So I just drew out 12 blocks. and I put in doodles of things I want to try to accomplish for the year. So the one I'm coloring now is gardening. So I want to do some road trips. I want to buy a house. I want to paint and do more art. I want to get some vitamin D. So I drew a sun. I want to drink more water. So I drew a cup with water dripping down. I want to relax more with some tea, do some more writing, eat fruits and vegetables. I left two blank ones, and I want to do more reading. But you could doodle them in, you could write them in. It's literally up to you how you want to do your goals. You can have more than 12. Um, it's really up to you.
Oh man, okay, hold on.
And this is something I enjoyed when I was in high school. Remember how they used to give us those planners? Well, really, middle school is when you started kind of writing down your assignments in
Yes.
those little planner books. But at that time, there weren't fancy stickers to decorate with and kits. So I kind of lost the inspiration to keep going with it. But now, with everything that's out here, if you have teenagers or middle schoolers and you're trying to get them interested in getting more organized, you can get them into creative planning um, to keep up with their assignments and tasks.
No, this feels like it should be done, but in my mind, it's not done. So I'm gonna keep putting stuff.
Your layout looks amazing, Lunden. It looks amazing.
Thank you. So does yours. I'm just hating on the fact that you create yours. I take the easy way out, but you still does the job. Still does the job.
Well, I like to try, different forms of planning.
I really don't know what the days look like. So it's like, do I want to put a whole bunch of lists?
I'm trying to color pretty fast here because of the time, but usually I would take my time and do shading and all of that. But now I'm just using the markers as markers, but you could watercolor if you wanted to still keep watercoloring.
Oh, I need a person on here or something. Ooh, I really like. See, but this is what I'm saying. I really like this, but do I want to use this on like a week where I'm not even gonna be at work? You know,
That's a cute one.
it matches. But
yes,
it's like a whole waste of a good, nice Etsy sticker.
If you had that stuff, there's a solution called Undone, so you could stick it down and you could take it back up.
What?
Yeah, it's at Michael's.
Oh, that's a game. All right, I'll use her. What about her? I'll use her. All right.
This could also be something that you could do. Let's say you had a teenager and you're wondering what type of party to have for them. Because we're virtual, you could have a planner party. Maybe you could buy a bunch of planners, because right now Michael's has them on sale. Buy a bunch of happy planners, maybe 5, 10 of their friends, and get them the happy planner. Maybe tell them to get their own stickers, or you could provide some inexpensive stickers to them, and they could do a virtual birthday party, planner birthday party. Since we can't meet up physically, maybe you could have music playing in the background, um, and they could do their layouts together. Because right now I know they're still doing a little bit of schoolwork. That would be good for them to kind of plan out their assignments. Fun way to engage with teenagers. I know they love stickers. So, something to think about. I'm still working on my goals, just kind of coloring my doodles. But again, you don't have to do a doodle one. You could write your goals out. You could also do a vision board where you could take different things from a magazine and make a vision board inside of your
Ooh,
journal.
I like that idea.
Mm-hmm. Where you don't have to draw anything.
I found a piece of scrapbook paper that says "Boss Baby," so I'm gonna
You're going to use that?
incorporate that.
Okay.
Don't know how. It's way too big. Ooh, I could just sit it in the center like that. Why not?
Okay.
I do like the vision board. Yeah.
All right. So my doodle yearly goals page is pretty much done. And I can add more. Or I could, write out what each thing is. But for sake of time, I'm going to move on. This is another spread that you could do for birthdays. As you have someone's birthday, I put 12 balloons. You could put the name of the month at the top of the balloon and then write their name and the date of their birthday in the side of the balloon so you don't forget to track the birthdays. But I'm going to start with my May monthly spread cover page. So I just literally drew some plants. I took inspiration from a plant that I have here. And just started drawing. Uh-oh, spilled a little bit of potting soil. So I just started kind of drawing some plants.
You know what? I'm not even doing this.
Greens.
Me trying to cut the paper evenly when I have like a paper cutter so that I don't have to wreck my brain.
I know the paper cutter is very convenient. You can get paper cutters like the ones Lunden is using at Walmart, Michael's, Joann's, Amazon, or you can just use a pair of scissors. Don't feel like you need fancy items. Usually, what Lunden and I do is every so often when we get paid, we go and buy something for ourselves. Maybe we had a great week and we want to just treat ourselves to a planner item, but it takes quite a while to collect so many items.
I'm still not ready.
I think I'm going to watercolor one so you can see how the watercolor.
Really, like, it's not even that serious. Like, I mean, this, what is this here? Oh, I said something else was zig or something, but this is two-way glue.
Okay. What do you use that for?
Herring V scrapbook paper.
Okay.
I also have, you can use tape.
Yeah. Or glue, Elmer's glue stick. Glue sticks I find are better than the liquid kind. But whatever you have. So one I watercolored right here, and then this one I use the markers.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute, but she's so tall. Maybe I gotta put her over here. No, but I need to see her at the beginning. I'm gonna put her right here and just right around her. Okay, boom. That's what's gonna happen. I don't know why I moved up this circle.
And I was telling people when I was doing the coloring that, they can check out some of our audio books when they're doing creative projects. So you could be listening to maybe your favorite author while you're decorating your planner and multitask.
Yep, that's a great idea. I'm listening to, what is it? On Overdrive. Oh, of course, the app needs to load right now. I'm trying to tell you all. It's not all downhill from here, Terry.
Okay. Is it good?
It is. I've been listening to it as I do my, because I do my diamond dots crafting too, and that one, it's literally just putting rhinestones on paper on the canvas. So yes, it is pretty good.
Okay.
About a lady who, she's of retirement age, and she's her husband passed. She's trying to figure out what she's gonna do. She has children and grandchildren. It's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm gonna use these for either.
Yeah, I love audiobooks. It's so easy. Just pop it on and do something. Drive. You can listen to them while driving. Literally, you can do multiple things.
I really thought that I was going to be reading more since we were home, but I've been finding that I've been crafting more than I've been reading.
Me too. Something about it is very therapeutic. Someone mentioned that in the chat. I believe it was Daniel who said that could be therapeutic, which is very true.
So true.
This program was an hour long? Or?
I don't even know, to be honest. I'm almost done.
Okay.
Finishing up. But
I didn't get to my main spread, but if people are interested when I do the bullet journaling program, I can take my time a little bit with the painting and coloring it in. Or we could do more series like this. I think this is your second one, right, Linda?
Yep.
So this is the start of my cover page.
Cute.
I'll finish with the quote down here, but I'm going to go a little bit further just so you can see what the main calendar will look like.
That's what I struggle with too, like decorating that muffin view. Like I'm like, why? I did. No, and this I haven't done it. Oh, I did it in January, but it's the same problems. Like, do I want to use my good stickers there? Basically, I like to hoard stickers. I don't ever want to use them.
That's what a lot of people do. They get their favorite stickers and they just want to just keep
Oh, and then let me
saving them.
show the different layouts. So right now I'm using the layout like this, but
Okay.
I'm so excited about this. So
Oh, that's your book one.
this is my book one that I'm gonna start in July.
Okay.
These pages, oh, that's the monthly, like this. So
Oh.
yeah, and they have nice like quotes. So I like you do your own quotes, but see, I'm lazy. Happy Planner does it.
Okay.
Have book quotes in there.
Okay.
And of course, I'm a librarian, so the whole book theme.
Oh, I like that.
My alley, of course. Oh, so cute.
Hmm.
And this image right here just gives me
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
love it.
Wow. And then they have the quotes in the dashboards, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I can't wait till July. Really, the current one that I'm working in goes to September, but I will just ditch that one as soon as July.
Yeah, someone was asking us earlier, how many do we have? That's what tends to happen. You get a mood and you want to switch up or go to something different.
Yes.
Something new comes out. So
Yeah. And then do you keep all of your planners? I got that question the last time.
yes. So what I do is when I go back to my art journal, I might take pieces from the planners and incorporate it into my art journal. So,
Yeah, you did tell me that.
so they can be recycled or reused in different ways. You can make cards with them, vision boards. You can, those dashboards that you have in yours that have the quote on the entire
Yes,
page.
I can use those.
Yep, you can frame those.
Planner.
Yep, just like that. You could frame that if you wanted to, or you could add other pieces and collage on top of it.
2017, 18. And yeah, I can see how my planning has,
Wow.
yeah, because there were days where it used to look like this, no rhyme or reason.
Oh, yeah.
Stickers.
Yeah, I remember you saying, "Oh, I don't know about these stickers." I was like, "Come on, London."
I know. And now, like by the end of 2018, I had a little thing going on. So basically, I say this to say you got to start somewhere. It's okay if you're thinking about starting. Just go ahead and do it.
Yep. And have fun with it.
It's so. This is another one I had. Oh, I really like this one. Yeah.
Oh.
Good times.
Yeah.
Through them, they're like, oh yeah, I remember that. And oh yeah, Shannon gave me the idea. I have a old planner. I don't know what the cover used to say, but I never it's a planner I was using as a journal, but I only did like 4 journal entries. But she was saying I could repurpose it and make it like a recipe book or like a memory scrapbook. So I think that's what I'm gonna do because it's in really good condition.
Yes. You could print out pictures from your phone and add to it. You can write what happened in the photo beside it. Don't throw away your stuff. Reuse it, recycle it, craft with it, or have your kids do some craft projects with it. You can do vision boards. I think the Happy Planner has great quotes and dashboards for vision boards. So you can do all kinds of creative things.
Oh, this is so wasteful. This one right here, I stopped in May and had a whole nother year to go in this planner. Oops. It happens.
Yeah. The main thing is that you're having fun creating.
What is our time? Okay, so we've been here for an hour. Let me show what my end spread looks like.
Amazing. Let me turn myself around.
Actually, I'm probably not done because this page does not feel done to me. So I'll probably go back. But this one is certainly done.
Okay. And I'm still working, but I'm still watercoloring. It would look better if I had, more time to slow down. I'm kind of going fast. But
the fact that you drew all of that was like a blank page is awesome.
Yes. So, the one that I'm most happy with is my yearly goals because I doodled them out.
I love it.
Yeah, so
nice. Okay, I don't see the goal of stop buying planner stuff.
I think
not on there.
I'm gonna keep buying stuff.
You're like, that's the goal that I have. So speak for yourself. Okay, well, that's the goal that I have. I need to write it on my goal list because, as you all can see, I have 3 tiers each.
I'm coming to get some of that stuff.
All of stuff. It's an addiction, but it's a good addiction. It helps with my mental, gives me a second to woosah and kind of think and prepare for my week. That's why I would do it on Sundays typically, match it up with my my Google Calendar, see what meetings I have, what check-ins, what's going on, and kind of plan based on that. Right now, I'm just kind of planning just to show you guys. But,
right. I like it.
Thank you.
Do we have any final questions, comments from anybody watching us?
And I had to hole punch because I put washi over the original one.
Oh, okay. Stephanie! Hi, Stephanie. Thanks, Stephanie. And someone asked a question about doing light watercolor in their day planner. What kind of colors and plan should I use to make a very light watercolor painting in the calendar? The only rule, cannot wash out my notes or blur. You probably want to use a pen that is not going to smear. Usually ballpoint pens don't smear with water. Like I said, you could use the super tips and piece of plastic as your watercolor. You could buy watercolor kits. I know that Amazon has several. The Koi watercolors. I don't have the Koi set, but the Koi set comes in like a compact tin like this, and you'll have the watercolors to be able to use. These are artist grade watercolors, so they're a bit more expensive, but you could get the Koi brand.
What's that little brush pen? You remember you gave me a brush pen thing? You said I could use it because, I didn't really know what I was doing. So I was just, do you have it right there that you could show the people?
I think it's something similar to, did it look like this, something like this?
Yeah, yes. That is exactly what it is. Yes.
Okay, so this already has ink in it, and you can color with this. This is just called a brush writer, but you could get it. There's some that are called Zig, and you just paint with it. You can add water or just paint with it. Crayola also has brush pens. I want to, stress Crayola because it's a starter brand. So Crayola has these. They're good. Any other questions? I think those were all the questions in the chat.
Yay! Yes, please start. Just go ahead and start now. It's nice. Use what you have around the house. Newspaper, comic section. Just go ahead and I think that I'm going to start incorporating some of that in my Happy Planner and see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Do a mixture. So, yeah. Awesome.
Someone asked where the pockets were from, and they are from the Planner Society. If you just Google the Planner Society, you can get kits. Oops, upside down. And they have these pockets right here.
And who else has it? Simply Gilded is another kit, right?
Yep, Simply Gilded, Planners Anonymous. Let me type those in. So
you can have, it'll come with like some washi, some stickers, you know, so you don't have to, like, I was sitting here trying to get my colors together. You don't have to do that. They'll just send you everything in a theme already. So that's really nice for starting out too.
So the kits will come in, you know, a bag like this. You'll get like tons of goodies. You know, something to hold your pens in. You might get some sticky notes. I didn't use any of this stuff today.
Dashboard. So this is the dashboard. I use it to keep my plays. So while it has monthly tabs, you want to get to your weekly quickly too. So that's a dashboard.
Yeah.
So. Ooh, I like those scallop stickers.
Yes. Ooh. And then they also include nice charms. Like that's a paper clip you can attach to your planner. There's also stickers and other little goodies. I have everything scattered, but this is the pocket someone was asking about.
Oh, that is so cute.
That's from Planner Society. And then they include sticker kits. So the sticker kits are like what Lunden has, but they will often be where you can purchase those too, or it comes in the kit. Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks
That
for
was
joining
fun.
Today. That was fun. We'll probably do this again. It would be great if we could figure out a way so that you guys could join us and we could see your spreads too. But you know, until we get that figured out, we love for you to join us this way too. If you have some time, go check out Creative Bug, and also the other one is Hobbies and Reference Center. So that has some crafting related things too. So awesome. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday.
Bye, guys.